Good evening, channel members. Um, I had to take the time out and make this video because if I just came and talked about it, it would be hard for you guys to even understand probably or get a clear visual of what I'm trying to say. We have this guy who took my content and made an entire video of my content. He did not add any value to the content. He did not add any original part to the content. He just used my entire video, my entire audio. It was mind-boggling. So I want to break it down to you because seeing is believing. So you can understand someone who gets on YouTube, call themselves a content creator, but all they do is take other people's video and sit in a corner and tear the material down. So here we go. Let's start.
All right, everyone. Marianne Lauren is back on the scene, and she got a lot to say about Umar Johnson and the FDMG school scam. So let's see what she had to say yesterday.
So I'm gonna fast forward this part, but it's just really sad to see that this person can get on YouTube to collect a few coins, call themselves a content creator, but actually just use my entire content. I mean, like I said, seeing is believing. I could have sat here and bring it to you guys, but seeing is believing, like I said. Here we go. Let me start him.
Being here with the most requested YouTuber, all right? My name is Nicholas J. Fury, here where reality checks are indeed always free, and this is the Working Man Podcast. Yes, indeed it is. Yes, indeed it is. All right, everyone, well...
Pitiful. Action. Pitiful. But let's continue.
Shout out to all my Africans. Shout out to my wine sipping, wine seller Africans. Shout out to my D-list movie
Let me pause it. Number one, I speak 4 languages fluently. This man can barely speak the only language that he knows, but he's gonna make fun of the way I talk. In the Western culture, English comes with plural. Other language that I know is masculine and feminine, but people that have a knowledge of language would understand that. So someone like this, you just look at them with pity and feel sorry for them. Here we go.
Africans. Shout out to my, I don't know what the letter S is.
Ignorant.
Africans.
Ignorant.
All right? Now, y'all know about Marianne Lauren, okay? She needs no introduction. The Checkgate scandal, which went up.
And he's absolutely right. I do not need an introduction. You come to my channel, take my content. How do you feel? You have your own page and you have to use someone else's content that they're coming on your page to check for me. Now, this video of you that I'm making, I'll probably get 1 or 2 views on it because no one's checking for you. But let's go, family.
For weeks and weeks, in which eventually she waved a white flag and said, you know what, here's the check, even though it was heavily redacted, all right? And so she's done with that.
Ignorant.
She's still doing these relationship chats, okay?
And yes, I'm doing content. He just takes people's video and put it up, but I'm doing content. But let's go. And then if you look at that sheet in the background, that man, that's the sheet he slept in. He didn't have the decency to even wash his face or trim his beard with his $10 headphone and $20 mic. But let's go.
doing news topics in the Chicago area, things like that, which I think at one point, y'all let me know down in the comment section or down in the live chat, I think at one point she had like 1.7 thousand followers or subscribers or subscriber. I'm sorry, no S's. She had 1.7
See how
subscribers.
ignorant he is?
And now she's down to like 4.1. I mean, y'all tell me the drop was large, all right? There was a large drop in her subscriber.
Let's pause. He's worrying about my subscriber count. This man number went up. He only has what, 4,800. His number went up after he's been posting Marianne videos. You understand, family? After he's been posting videos of me, and you go on his page, he's not even getting those numbers. The videos of me, that's the videos that he gets number. This entire body of work that I've done, he got 2,100. You know why they click? He used my face in the thumbnail. He used my name in his description. So they're checking for me on his page. What an embarrassment. But let's continue.
And she claimed that she still has member. Okay, she's claimed that she still has member. So I don't know if she does or not. But in any case,
so ignorant.
She
I
did
do
one
have
video where
members
she was
on my channel.
talking to a official of Wilmington, Delaware, in regards to a certificate of occupancy, and she did another stream or another video where she was talking about, of course, what a building inspector was, things like that.
And
so
let me pause. When I go and I get an interview, that interview, this is someone who's a city official family. It took me 5 months to book that individual. And once I was penciled in, I continuously call to follow up to make sure I'm not bumped off the appointment. When I did that building inspector, it took me 2 months to book that video. I do the footwork, I do the homework, and I bring you guys content with substance. This person just takes my body of work and he sits his little face in the corner, you'll see once my videos start, and then just sit there like an idol, like a big clown, like a big dummy. But let's continue.
Again, she's doing members only she's been doing members only content. She's been doing stuff about, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, and she's been doing content about her native city of Cleveland. Well, she came back up yesterday, and now she's talking crap, cash shit about Dr. Umar Johnson. Some stuff that she said.
And you see the disrespect? This man does not have any originality. He couldn't even make content to bring to his audience. He takes my content and did his entire stream on my content, and he disrespected and called it crap. But let's continue. This is a face of a lazy content creator, someone who called themselves a content creator, but cannot even come with any original idea for their audience. But he could grab somebody's video and then tear them down. But let's continue.
Actually, it was false. But you can tell that Marianne Lawrence has been in the clouds of she's been watching from the clouds of the FDMG sector, okay, of the Umar Johnson sector. She's been watching in the clouds. So the stuff that she was talking about, we have talked about in the last few.
Let's pause. I'm not watching from the cloud. I don't check for any of them. You understand, family? I do not check. This man come to my channel, take my entire video, but telling his audience that I'm watching for the cloud. No, I'm your superstar because you go to your channel, you need Marianne video to make a cup of change. He probably made $50 off this video of mine, which he contributed no value at all. But let's continue.
Days. Okay, so yeah, she's been paying attention, but nevertheless, we're going to break her video down.
I don't pay attention to loser,
as we always do, of course.
And that's all he does. Steal my video.
Box, all right. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
Yes,
hit
the subscribe button so you could come to my channel to see people that I steal video and then I make content off. But let's go.
Going right now, will Mary and Lauren confront Umar in real life? 25% said yes, 38% said no, and 38% said no, and 38% said yes to scam together.
And then
We will
this is the sad part. I know Umar in real life. I've met and dealt with Umar. These people have never met Umar, don't even know Umar. You understand? But he takes stuff and repeats. But let's continue.
Let's see about that, okay? In any case, you want to further donate to the channel, of course, hit the Cash App.
Look at that, begging for money. Begging for money.
Join the channel membership. Join
his channel. He brings nothing original.
3 times. Join my YouTube channel membership for
what a
members
clown.
only content. If you want to donate monetarily to the channel, that is the best way to do it. Join the members only section of my channel. Please and thank you.
And then if I could break this man to you, I could guarantee you this man is unemployed. I can guarantee you it's either he lived with his mother or he lives under a woman. You understand? And this man sits here and to collect a few coin on YouTube can't even come with his original material, but he has to take somebody else's material. But let's go.
So, let's go back in time, shall we? Let's go back in time. Let's go here. Now, this was 4 weeks ago.
This is,
it says Daniel Walker.
Is the Daniel Walker, deputy of Wilmington, Delaware. It took me 5 months to get this interview, and he sits here and he takes my material and didn't add value to it, but criticize and tear down. But let's go.
Deputy Chief of the City of Wilmington, Delaware. Now in this video, she was talking about, oh, by the way, she still has comments off of her videos. In this video, she was talking to a Daniel Walker, and she was describing, or having him describe, how to obtain the occupancy of certificate. Now I say that for a reason. She said that she was trying to find the occupancy of certificate by this man, Daniel Walker. All right? Well, she spent the first half of the video talking about his accolades and all this stuff. And then eventually she ended up getting into the...
And this is sad, to bring you his educational background, to bring you this man who has accomplished so much that looks like us, that landed this position. But someone that low and that ignorant couldn't understand that. But let's continue.
The situation in question, okay? And then after that, she goes here. This Urban Corner discussing building inspectors.
Urban Corner. Another segment.
Okay.
Another segment
talking about building inspectors.
Another segment on my channel. Urban segment. Again, he takes my material and add no value, no original, but criticize. And then there's one thing to make positive criticism, but it's another to tear work that someone has taken the time, done the research, you understand? And to bring good, meaty content, but yet he sits in a little corner, takes my entire body of work, and then he criticizes,
trying to get more information. She's still trying to get into the Umar Johnson stuff without actually going into the sector with everybody else, okay? And so she posted this.
And now, you hear how ignorant that is? I don't have to get into anybody's sector. You understand? I made a complete movie with Umar Johnson. I am part of the conscious community that Umar Johnson belongs to. I know Umar Johnson. I've had contact with Umar Johnson, and I knew I could be in any room Umar Johnson is if I know where he's having a lecture, because I get the schedule from the conscious community. But you know, you can't argue with ignorant people. This man never met Umar Johnson, but he's trying to tell you. But let's continue.
After that brings us here.
This
to
is
the
my video.
Pan-African Clown is at it again, as you see here. The title of the video, this was 15 hours ago. And I guess she posted this for
I want to
members
show you
first,
guys something.
because at the bottom here,
You see
it
that?
said
You see that
member
egghead?
first.
I eat
So I
brown
guess
egg.
this
You
was
see
an
that?
early release. I'm
You
sorry,
see
she
that?
released it early for
I can't even
the
make this
member,
up.
and then eventually she
I can't even make
let
this
all
up.
of us watch it.
And look at
Okay.
his lip.
The title, the
Crusty.
details of the video
At
says,
this point,
giving
he
details
need at
on
least
field
4
inspections, giving details
to
on his
6 coat of
overseas
Vaseline
home,
on
and giving
his lip.
details on misleading donors. Okay, all right. Did y'all see that? Misleading donors. So, this is what she is alleging, everyone. Okay, she's alleging several things in here, which we are going to get into momentarily. Now, from
My
what I
video,
hear,
my entire
Marianne Lawyer
video.
is striking people's channels for using her content. So we're going to put a thumbnail up over the video for y'all to see it.
So
Okay,
he
y'all
thinks,
hear,
let me
hear the
pause
audio.
this.
So I'm gonna
He
put a
thinks he could slap fair use across my video. He used the entire video, my entire soundtrack. He used it and he put fair use and he think it's okay. That is not how you use fair use. What he's doing is against YouTube violation. But let me show you. I can show you guys better than I can tell you. Let's see what this egghead has to say. Let's go.
So that way she doesn't do something bad to my channel. All right. So as you understand it. But we're gonna hear her voice. We're gonna hear what she has to say. All right. I'll put the fair use up first. Let me make this a little bit darker. So that way, let me make this a little bit darker. So filters.
You see this?
Favorite the opacity.
You see this?
Opacity
He used
up.
my entire
Boom.
content and he's
Right
gonna
there?
slap fair
Okay,
use.
now,
So now
we're
he
gonna play a
thinks,
little bit
oh,
of
I
it in
put
between
fair
now.
use,
We'll be
it's
putting
okay. I can
thumbnails up
use it.
across it so that way
I can use
she
her
doesn't-
entire
she's not
content.
because I'm trying to transform the video, okay? But anyway.
And then
enough of
this
that.
is not how
Again,
you
hit the Cash
transform
App, hit the
video,
Super
just
Chat, hit
slapping fair
the
use.
channel member. And let's get started. Let's see what Marianne Lawyer had to say
What
yesterday.
a loser.
Hello everyone, Marianne's here.
Let me lower
So,
my voice
I'm
in the
bringing you this
background.
video
You guys want to
to
see
let
these
you know
videos,
that the
you guys should come to my
Pan-African
channel.
Clown is
And
at
then
it
the
again.
sad part
Come
is,
on in,
he
let's
played
get
my
into it.
entire video
Now,
and he
if you all
sits there.
remember,
He
February
sits there
14th,
and
he
then
stood in front of the
he
building
paused
saying
and then he'll
he's
repeat
holding suit, which is
what
not
he's getting
functional,
from the
which
video.
is not
That's the sad
an
part. Look at this man's head and look at this
he
little egg.
declared
I couldn't
that
even make
this
this up.
was
You
a
see that?
gift to every
I couldn't even
black
make this up.
woman, that
This man looked like he didn't even
organization
wash his
was
face.
completed.
Like he rolled
And
out of
he
bed,
told us
took
on
no
February
time for
14th
presentation.
that
He
was
looked
going
like
to
he
the
slept in the shirt. Look at the collar of that shirt.
on the
You understand?
16th
But he wants to get on
ask them
here
to come and do an inspection so
and
he can
degrade
have
me.
his
You understand? Look at his
occupancy
lip.
certificate.
I can't even make this up. Look at his lip.
Boy, where is it? Where is it? The occupancy of certificate. Y'all heard that, right?
You
The
see?
Occupancy of certificate.
You
That's
see?
what she said she's going to
I
get.
speak
Umar Johnson did
4
say this.
languages.
Let's rewind the tape.
I
She did say
I
that she
speak
was
4
going to-
languages,
that he was-
but
he
he
said he was
wants
going to get the
he
certificate.
wants to make fun of the way I speak. You understand?
Let's go.
And listen,
Hold on, what it say?
I've been to
Boom.
I've been to
Umar
6
Johnson did
countries.
on February
We have
14th.
50
I'm sorry,
states
February
in the
15th.
United States. I've been to 17. Have a U.S. passport. Y'all think this man got a U.S. passport? No, I don't think so.
It's a school for your
Look at this. He just sits there stealing people's information and then distort the information that is giving. Look at him. He just sits there. Just sits there. Has nothing of value to add to the video.
All black mothers on this day, all black women on this day. It's a school for your
And he brings this video because on the February 14th, Umar Johnson told us on the 16th he was going to go request for a walkthrough to get his occupancy certificate.
to all my sisters.
All my
Because
sisters.
I see you struggling.
You know, so I do the homework, I do the footwork,
For your sons.
Amen.
and then he just takes the entire video and then he gives you, and then he sits in the corner. Look at that, being a clown. Look at this. What does Michelle Obama say? When they go low, you go high. Look at him. What a sad
Okay, y'all got
man.
enough of that. So again, Umar Johnson said that he was going to get a school for your boys, and this was his gift to all black women. Even if you ain't got
He
children, you
made
got
an
sons, nephews.
entire video
All right, all
of
that kind
somebody's
of stuff. Guess what?
content.
You can
How
get-
do you call
get-
yourself
get
being
a learn-
creative?
get learning
Yeah, my
about it.
video.
Let's get back
My
to Mary. Let her
video.
continue to talk. Let's go.
And you know what? I can talk for an hour. I can talk for 30 minutes and make an entire video and get hits on it. But this man couldn't give you 10 minutes of what I gave you guys. He couldn't give you 10 minutes. You understand, family? He couldn't give 10 minutes. It's very sad to see someone get on YouTube, call themselves a content creator, but can't even give you content.
Today is April
My video. And then the entire time I'm talking, most of the time he sits in this corner.
Hold on, let me run that occupancy of certificate.
Look at this,
back
trying to
down
make
one more
fun.
again.
Y'all think this man has a passport? This man probably never left his neighborhood, let alone visit another state. Look at his lip. I can't even make this up. Look at his lip. You see them crusty lips? If you kiss someone like that, I reassure you, you'll get cut. You will get cut from his lip. Do you see his lip? Do you see how crusty and dry? And look at this little egg by his head. Look at this. Look at this. An egghead. Look, he's licking it. He's sucking in his lip. That's not going to help you. You need Vaseline, sir. You need Vaseline. You need Vaseline. Let's put that egg. You see that egghead? You see that egghead?
Absolutely no
I can't even make this up.
at all. But
I can't even make this
he
up.
has
Look, he's still sitting there. He's sitting there. And then if he would have took the video and then would have constructive comment, would add value to the video. That's not what he did. He didn't add value to the video. He just sit there and criticize and tear the video down where time and effort was put in that video. Isn't that sad? How do you call yourself a content creator? This man's a loser. A loser. Unemployed bum on YouTube.
Now,
Here we go.
Marianne, how do you know rather that he filed that paperwork? How do you know that? Okay? She's saying that, well, he filed something, but he hasn't even got anything back. How do you know that he actually filed something?
Let me
okay?
pause. Let
That's
me
what I-
pause. Now, I want you guys to know that I've gone and contact people that their job, they get paid. I did thorough research and I bring the information and he sits down, take my video, play the entire thing for himself, and he was gonna ask me, how do I know? You know how do I know? Because I did the footwork, because I did the
How do you know
homework.
that he actually filed
Okay?
something with the city of Wilmington,
Disrespectful.
Delaware? Have you called and checked like everybody else
Disrespectful.
has, like KKC and everybody else?
He's asking me if
that
I
does
called
the
and
actual
checked, but I brought
calling
you a
and,
whole deputy. I
trying
brought
to
you
do
the
research to
building
figure out who
inspector.
actually did what?
Do you see what
Or
I'm
you just saying
talking
it
about?
because you've been ninja watching in the clouds.
And he's
of
saying
all
I'm
these other
ninja
content
watching.
creators
Can you
say
see
this,
that?
but do you know
I'm
for sure?
reaching out.
I mean,
I'm
I can
bringing
say that, but
people
I'll
of
make sure I give
substance.
credit to whoever said it because I
Now
don't know
he
that to
said
be true.
I'm
but I'll listen
ninja
up.
watching. Can you believe these are people that their job they get paid for, and this man told me that I'm ninja watching. This is where I got the information. So the deputy chief of Wilmington that I brought holds no value. This man's getting paid, so he didn't know what he was talking about. That inspector, he didn't know what he was talking about. These are people who are legit. But let's continue.
Are these
And like
other
I
content
said,
creators as well?
I had to bring it for
Do
you to
know
believe
that,
it.
Marianne? I don't think so.
They did
Disrespectful.
come out and do an
Look at him.
inspection wrong. The process that
Look
has
at
to
his
be
lip.
done for you to pass it
Look at his
is
dry,
to get your
crusty
occupancy
lip.
certificate.
And look
They were
at that
lenient on him.
head.
He got
Look at that
violations, not
egghead.
one.
Same
He got
shape with the
plenty
egg.
of
I can't even make this
violations.
up.
They were lenient.
Look at that.
So once you get the
Violation.
Look at that.
when you're rescheduled,
I speak four
for them to
language,
come
and he's
back,
trying to make fun of the way I
you
talk.
have to bring
Isn't that sad?
everything you got a violation
Isn't that sad?
for up to
This man has nothing
court.
going on in his life. Absolutely nothing.
Now-
He probably lives
Now,
with
he
a
didn't
woman or
follow
live with
the
his mama.
norms. He didn't follow
This is
the
an unemployed
conscious
person.
community. He didn't
And I can
follow
reassure you,
with,
this man probably
the
never even
African-American
feel income tax.
community.
Now look at that.
All
He's just
these
sitting there.
collective groups
Now, it's
that
my
have been
video.
giving money, that
He's
have been
making content
supporting
of my
his
video.
vision, No,
Ever
probably
since
not.
I started this
But
stream, I've
he
been talking.
did
Look at
go
him.
on somebody's
He has
podcast
nothing to
and
add,
bash
no
the
value,
inspector. He
but
did
he
not call the
sits
inspector
there
by name.
and then he'll pause the video and then he's gonna
didn't. But
repeat
he
what I say.
he
Look at
felt
him.
they're
Look at this
picking on him.
fool.
He
Look at
felt
this
that
ignorant
the inspector
man.
was racist, like foreigner
It's
against Black
sad.
America.
It's sad.
No.
I had,
no,
look
no,
at
no.
that. Look at that.
Okay, now, she said that Umar Johnson was talking down on the building inspector. Let's go here, because he did say he was talking about this Jamaican inspector guy, right? Let's go here.
And
Check
then
this out.
he
This
paused
is, of course,
and he brings what I repeat.
Baba David.
He
Let's hear
repeats what I
him and
repeat.
Umar Johnson had to say about
And look,
the
he put fair use.
Jamaican
He
African
thinks by
building
putting
inspector.
fair use,
To
he's
give you an
doing
update
something.
on
This
FUD,
man
Bobby David, and we
did
spoke last
no
time I was on the
research,
show that
no
on the
footwork.
Honorable Frederick
Just
Douglass's
take
200th,
someone's
200th,
hard work
207th birthday now.
after they
February
put the
14th,
effort
we
in
can see
making a
everything,
content,
not only
and
the
he
renovations,
sits in
but
the
also
box
coming
in
out
a
of school.
corner,
And we just ready now
and
to
then he
decorate
tears
the
it
school,
down.
but we have
This
to
is
get
what
our
I'm
final
talking
building
about.
inspection.
This is what I'm
Not
talking.
the
I'm his
certificate of occupancy,
superstar.
just to keep
I'm his
people
superstar
aware
because
of
this
what's
man
going
stay
on.
on my
The building
channel.
inspector,
He takes my
for our
video
district,
and
Bobby
then
David, I
he
don't think
sits
he's
in the
Dr.
corner
Umar,
and then he
a
tears my
supporter at
word
all.
down.
He's a black
When you
man.
go to his channel,
And
all
he is
Marianne
the
videos get
descendant
hit.
of,
They come to
immigrants who
his
came to this
channel
country.
checking for
And I
me.
think that
You should
he
be
is,
embarrassed, sir. You
either
should be
he
embarrassed.
himself came to the country, or he is the descendant of immigrants.
They come to
who came
your
to this country
channel, they're
respectfully.
checking for me. Look at this.
And he doesn't
Unkept,
really care for these
ungroomed.
things,
Look
to be
at
honest with
him.
you. And I noticed just by his behavior
He's
over the 7
laughing.
years that we've had the school. The last time I saw him,
And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Look at this egg and look at this man's head. Look at this brown egg and look at this man's head. I'm not trying to be funny.
He said he would get back to me.
I'm not trying to be funny. Let's put, look at that. Same shape. Y'all see that? Y'all see that egg shape? Oh, terrible. Terrible.
Once I asked him to do a pre-walkthrough just a couple of years
What a
ago. when he did
loser.
pre-walkthrough,
What a
Bobby,
loser.
to
What a
tell us
bum.
if there's anything he thinks we need to focus on. And he said he would get.
Here
So
we go.
Umar Johnson's blaming this African American building inspector who is
And I said that in my
immigrants,
video, and
lineage or
he's
descent.
repeating.
Jamaican,
He's
I believe they all
repeating.
was talking about.
He's just
And
repeating.
so he's saying that this guy, Umar Johnson, is saying that this man who doesn't know Umar Johnson from a can of paint is saying that somehow
He's simply
he
repeating
doesn't
what,
like him
what was
for
just said
whatever
on the
reason we don't know.
video.
back to me, and he never did. And I have a whole list of things that he's done through the years that were kind of, a little bit.
This is so
This kind
sad.
of showed me that he
This
wasn't
is so
particularly
sad.
supportive or interested.
And this person called himself a content
building
creator.
inspection. So
This
right now, I
is
have
the
an attorney
prime
looking at the
example
situation,
of a
how we should
lazy
proceed, because we should
content
have our
creator.
certificate of
I'm not going to
occupancy.
put
We
any
should have
effort,
already had our final building inspection.
but I'm
and
going
it's being
to
held up
take
by
your
the
content,
inspector, of our
post
district.
it
He's of
up,
Jamaican
speak
origin.
some
I love my
trash,
Jamaican Africans.
and then make
Everybody
a
I
make a
love.
quick
It's one of my
$50 or
favorite cities in the world.
$40. See
I'm
how
a very
sad,
big building.
see how
Jamaica
sad,
is a very big
pathetic,
deal to me.
pathetic.
But
Seeing
unfortunately,
is
I have a building
believing.
inspector who is
Look
of
at
Jamaican
those
heritage. who
Look how dry those lips
does
are. I
not
can't
show
even
any
make
signs
this up.
whatsoever of being supportive
I
of
couldn't
Dr.
even make this
Umar
up.
in getting this final inspection.
Look at that egghead.
So there you go. Umar Johnson says that this Jamaican African is holding him up from getting the certificate. The occupancy of certificate.
No vocabulary. This
Umar
man has
Johnson
no
tried to call him. He
vocabulary.
hasn't answered back. He didn't want to give him a pre-walkthrough inspection.
Repeating.
The
He's simply
occupancy of certificate is
repeating.
being held up by
He's
this
not
Jamaican
saying or
African.
doing anything.
All right.
Family.
Let us get back to Miss Marianne, because she's
Yeah,
gonna say
you
something
need
else later, which we
Marianne. You
will
need
provide more
Marianne.
receipts
Because your
for.
channel's been growing with Marianne's video.
Let's go.
I'm
Hold
your
on.
superstar. Look at that.
Wait.
He slapped fair use. He think he's doing something. Look at
Uh-huh.
that. He's just sitting there.
He's
He
blamed
sits in the
contractor.
corner while I'm
He's blamed
talking.
Everybody
Contractor.
under the sun.
Look at
Now,
that. I
if
speak
you
4
victim is the
languages,
inspector,
and he's trying to put me
listen,
down.
This man went to this man's
This
country
man
and
probably
got a
never
whole
left his city
citizenship.
or visit nearby
Dual citizenship
neighboring
in
city.
Ghana. You understand?
You
No
understand?
one's picking on him. He-
I've been to 17 states.
We are aware, the entire internet is aware that Umar Johnson went to the country of Ghana and got his citizenship. Umar Johnson considers
So he's trying
the
to
country of
show
Ghana
you
as his
that
homeland. So he
he's
went
trying
so
to
far
he's
as
trying to
to
show
go
proof
and get his
that
citizenship.
you're
He
not
had a
saying
whole ceremony
anything.
with him and a
We
whole
all
bunch of
know
other
he
people
went
that
to the
all
country of
also
Ghana Of course, you all know he went to Contra Ghana, but a lot of you did not know he built a luxury home in Ghana. You understand? I did the footwork. I got the receipt. But let's go.
Got
Let's
their
hear this clown
citizenship.
talk.
So now Umar Johnson is a dual citizen of Ghana and the
Repeating.
United States of America.
Repeating.
Right?
He's simply
We
repeating.
all know that, right?
came out, you didn't have what needed to be done.
Look at that.
up
I'm
to
talking and he's
they
just
were
sitting there.
lenient.
And
They
then he's gonna
gave you a
vomit what I say.
violation, more than one violation, for him to bring
What
it
a
up to
disgrace
court
of a
next
human
time
being.
They come out.
Look at those
You
lips.
understand? Next time they
Look
come
at
out.
those dry, crusty
No,
lips. He's
that
licking
man was
them.
doing
He's
his
licking
job.
them. You
Now,
need
I
Vaseline. You need at
entered
least
that
6
inspection.
coat of
The man
Vaseline
didn't
on
wanna
those
get
lips.
into detail. The man's a city
Person
official.
can't even do
You
proper
understand?
grooming before
He
getting
has
on
to
camera.
Protect himself.
With that
protect his
egghead,
job.
I wouldn't even show
So,
my face.
what
I wouldn't
did,
even show
we
my face.
focused For him to tell
Look at
us,
him. That's an
well,
egg-shaped
went
head.
down the step. Now,
That's
we
why I
all
got
can
the little egg. I
look
couldn't
it up
even make this
ourselves.
up.
But I wanted to get it.
Look
from
at
the
look
horse's
at look
mouth.
at this
For
man's
him to
shape. Wait
break
till
the
he
step.
turned his
What
head
is what,
and look at
what
this
is
little
what,
egg.
What is what and what is what.
Look at this.
And
Look
if
at
you
this.
guys
Look at this
catch,
little egg and look at his
Urban,
head.
Corner.
Unbelievable.
The
I
last
couldn't
show
even make
that
this
I
up.
did with Manny, you guys will
I couldn't
see
even
how
make
he
this up.
breaks down
Seeing is believing.
The step of when they come out
Seeing
to
is
go walk
believing.
through.
Look
What
at
is
that.
it
He's just
they're
sitting there,
checking
idle,
off? What is
idle.
it that they're looking
Like
off
those
in order
doors,
for
anything
you to
even
get
going
your
on
occupancy-
upstairs. Just
occupancy
sitting there
certificate?
idle.
They
Okay, the occupancy of certificate.
Again. And then
let's
that's
go.
all he has.
Here's
Occupancy of
Now,
certificate,
She's talking
letter
about this
S,
Urban
and
Corner interview
That's
that
all
she
he
did. Well, let's
has.
listen to the Urban Corner
But I speak
interview
4
because, to be honest with you,
languages
it was kind of
fluently.
a
You see?
shit show.
You see?
But in any
But
case, we're gonna
when they
play it
see
for
that you're
posterity
flying
here.
like
So,
an eagle,
let me
they're
go
gonna
here.
have
Let
to
me bring
tear
it-
you
let me
down. It makes
transfer it.
them feel
Bring it
better
down.
about themselves.
certificate of occupancy.
Look at
Let's
that.
go.
Look at that. Again,
Uh-oh,
pulling
wait a minute.
another
There we
body
go.
of work, Urban Corner.
special guest for you guys this afternoon. That's for Urban Corner.
Urban Corner, another
Manny, how was your weekend?
a
Did you have
project that I put on my
Resurrection
page.
Sunday?
Fast forward a little bit.
Not a problem.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
No
building-
original,
and building
nothing
stuff
original from this
is
man.
an
Absolutely
authorized-
zilch.
This building.
This is really
unbelievable.
sad.
The building is
What
like
a loser. I want
process.
you guys to see the face of someone who thinks they're doing something but not doing anything. That's a shame.
All right. Without further ado, we have someone who knows what they're doing. Okay? They've been in
Look at him,
in the
just
sector
sitting
for
there.
quite some time.
Up there,
Okay? And they've been certified. by
soaking up
all
the
people
information,
that's- to
and
make
then
sure
he's
that they
gonna
know what
pause the
they're doing.
video and vomit what he got off the video.
Very simply, we examine structural quality, fire safety,
And let me
overall
pause this.
safety of residents.
It took me 2 months to get this public official to come to enlighten my audience. But look how destructive this man's gonna be.
Commercial,
See,
commercial or industrial
showing
buildings.
you is believing.
Thank you for that. So, the second question I have for you, what does
Look
a
at that.
plan review mean?
Look
what
at
does
that.
mean?
Look at the hatred on his face.
See, before construction begins,
You see the hatred? You see that hating? You see that jealousy? Look at his face. Look at it. He's still licking them crusty lips. You need petroleum gel. You need some Vaseline. Licking it is not enough.
Now, this was the Urban Corner that she was discussing building inspectors. This was April 9th. And it sounds like the man that she's talking to is actually that Jamaican African racist building inspector that Umar was talking about with Baba Davy. So, now that you have that
Repeating
you're on
information.
with that, let's get back to Marianne Lloyd
Repeating
talking more
information.
about
And he's back on me again. Repeating information.
Tell him, but he got violation. They're still being lenient.
He's not
on
adding
you. But he
anything
wants
to this
go
video.
On people's
He lets me
podcasts
talk,
and talk about.
take the information that I gather, and he vomits it back to you.
There's jealousy. No one's jealous of you, sir. There's no racism
So
against
once
you,
you
sir.
subscribe to
They're
someone like
doing
that,
their job.
I'm gonna
And you
steal
should be
somebody's
happy.
content. I'm gonna bring it and
Leniency
vomit it
was
to you.
given
Look
to
at
you.
him.
All you got.
And then he
was,
wants to make
what
fun
do
of
you
the way I
call
talk.
that, the
Listen,
violation
when I talk,
that you didn't
I don't even
feel.
give
They're
slideshow.
allowing you to
I don't do
fix
all of
the
that.
problem, to fix the problem, and to
32,000,
get another
12,000.
chance
They
at
sit
it.
30 minutes. 30
You
minutes.
understand?
This man
So,
couldn't give you
you know,
20-minute
that's
conversation.
him
He
again.
is
Now,
not
I told you
capable
guys about
of
the
doing
40
it.
40 donors
See, when they
where
can't do
I'm
what
no
you
longer
do,
part
they
of it,
tear you
that
down.
are taking
They
action
hate.
against him. Now, out of the 39,
This is the face of
they're
a
trying to
hater.
revisit
Let me
with
put
this
that
man.
little egg next to you. Let me put that little
December,
egg.
what did I
Y'all
tell
see
you
this?
guys? told
I
you
can't even
guys
make this
I
up. Y'all
was
see
out
that
for
little
it.
egg?
I told
Narrow
you
at the bottom
you
and
guys
wide on
cannot
top. This man
sit
got an egg head. You see this?
and reason with this man. He is a con
Look at
artist.
this.
I made that
Look at
clear
this.
to each
He's
and
still
every
licking
one
them
of them.
dry lips.
And that lawyer
He needs
informed
some
them,
Vaseline. I
what
wonder
you
if he
guys
did
need
any
to do
oral
is
care
get
this
this
morning.
man on a docket. Get him on
What
somebody's
a
docket.
shame.
No,
What
they
a
wanted
shame.
the sit down approach. They wanted
What
to
a
be,
shame.
Let's discuss, thinking they
This
could
is an
reason
embarrassment.
with this man. And
Look
what did
at
he
that.
tell
You
them?
see, that's
He
the
told them,
level.
"Oh,
That's the
okay,"
level
'cause
that
the
you're
option
dealing
they
with.
gave is either
That's
you
the
open
level.
school
Can't
or
see
you
me or
refund that
be me. That's
collective
that
group
level.
of donors
You
that
understand?
received their money
It
back.
eats.
What did
It
he do?
eats at his
What did he
core.
do? He gave
I'ma
us
hate.
graphic chart.
I can't see or be
Fancy
you, but I'ma
graphic
hate and I'ma
chart.
tear you down. Look
Okay,
at that.
Attack of the S's now. By the
Look
way,
at it. He's still
oh,
on
I love
this.
my coffee cup. It's
Go
really
get a
nice.
passport.
Now she's going
Broaden
into
your
this
horizon. Go
lawsuit
get a
that she had with
passport.
these
Broaden
40
your
others, or
horizon.
the 39 other donors,
Pathetic.
where
Pathetic.
they had a proposition for Umar Johnson.
Pathetic.
Either
He
show
probably
us
never
the
even
books,
got a Greyhound bus
and all that
ticket.
kind of stuff, or
Pathetic.
pay our attorney
This
fees
is
and
a
all that
sad
kind of
case
stuff,
of a
and then, I
human
guess,
being.
open
But
school.
you know what?
There's some
I
type
had
of
to bring
very
it so you
unusual
could see.
business deal that went on here with this lawsuit, which we still don't know all the details about. Well, I don't anyway.
No, you don't know anything.
And so now she's going into, well, this is what happened. We did this and that, and then
Look at that. No
because
vocabulary.
And got the certificate of occupancy. I'm sorry, the occupancy.
This man probably don't even have high school diploma.
Instead of showing us where the actual money is, because that's what she wanted to do via this lawsuit. I guess her legal counsel told her the way they went about it was
Look
not
at that.
good. And simply
Misinformation.
It
Misinformation.
failed to bring forth the results that they were actually looking for. So,
Misinformation.
by the way, the poll: will Mary Ann confront Umar in real life? 25% said yes.
I met
30%
Umar.
said
You
no,
see,
and
you
30%
see,
said yes.
that's why
Stand
y'all got to be
together,
mindful
continue
whose
to get your
channel you
vote in,
go
okay?
to.
And also,
Misinformation,
again, join the channel member,
misleading
okay?
people.
Join the channel membership, okay? Join the
Join.
channel
Join.
membership, the channel member.
$2
You probably tuned in 3
bum.
times.
Join. This
That's what
man's
you
a
married?
$2 bum. And you'll see why I call him a $2
It's not
bum.
your fault.
You know what? It's
It's
really
ridiculous
sad.
problem.
Really,
Now,
really sad
Dr. Squash?
that we could get to this level. You know what? It's easy to make a content. Fix breakfast. Do a food like, hey, this is what I'm having for breakfast. And then you do that content. Or you have a pet, discuss. Find something that you know something about, and then you discuss it. But to sit there and take somebody complete content, that's unacceptable. That's
He's
unacceptable.
gonna apply for certificate.
Look at that. He's
of
just sitting there in the
occupation,
corner.
and he gave
That's
us
what
that
he does.
big
That's his,
right
now he's asking people to hit the like button.
Now,
That's
now,
his
from what I
style
understand,
of
with
content.
Brenda, that
He
I
did his
spoke to,
entire
that now
live.
the
This
law
man did an
informed
entire
us,
live
you guys
with
have to let
my
him
content.
follow court.
That is
It's what you
sad
guys
and
wanted to do.
pathetic.
It's a sit down approach and talk.
An
So
entire
you guys,
live.
You know, he showed proof.
And he
had a
sat there.
walkthrough.
He
Thing
sat
didn't
there
go.
80%
He
of
didn't
the
get
time.
occupancy
The 20%
certificate,
where
but
he spoke,
part of the
he's
course, you gotta
vomiting
let him go
what
through, 'cause it
information
was
he's
either
getting
you
from the
open
video.
school
That's
or
the
you
sad
pay
part.
money back. So
My
he's
video,
flipping
my video.
and jumping every hoop
This how bad it
like a
is.
clown on a
I gotta
tricycle
show
to
example.
open the
My
school.
video.
You
This is
understand?
my body of work. And he slapped fair use. He think he's doing something.
They shut down the group. They told
Listen,
I want y'all
come to
listen
Marianne
me.
Lauria
This is the main
channel.
reason why I'm doing this video.
Come
They
for the
sat
content
down.
and stay
They
for the
told this
information.
man, as donor,
Come
they
for the
wanted to
content
do a
and stay
walkthrough.
for the
Now
information.
listen to this. I
Look
want y'all
at
to
him.
listen to this. He sat there with his attorney and these
Look at
people
him.
face. You know what he told him?
Egghead.
He told him, "Oh no,
That's sad.
I failed the walkthrough. I had
That
to
is
fix the
sad. Look at
violation.
him. Nothing.
No,
There's
no,
probably
I
nothing
didn't."
going
Now,
upstairs.
listen to
Cricket,
this.
cricket.
Didn't this man have
Cricket.
a whole video with this lady? Juice,
I'm telling you,
a
a
juice
woman is
maker,
either
or
putting
this
him
man
up
has
or
a
he lived
juice
with his
business?
mother. This man doesn't
So,
even have a place of his own.
You're not
This
allowed
man
to
is
have anybody in the
unemployed.
building, but
And
you
then
have
I
a whole
could
juice video.
guarantee you This man
Now, yes,
probably hasn't filled income tax for at least 6
she
to
went
8
in there
years.
and she was, I'm sorry, Umar Johnson had this woman that makes his smoothies at FDMG.
Look at that.
while he
Repeating
was
what I just
also
said.
saying that
This is
simultaneously
mind-boggling.
that the trash has been picked up. He's now in the decorating phase of FDMG, so he's asking for furniture.
Repeating.
He's already said he's got a classroom where if you're a parent or you're a staffer and
No vocabulary.
you're acting up, you'll get paddled. He has a room where he says if you're tired of your spouse or your significant other, you come in and fellowship.
Look at that.
and drink
Repeating.
and
He's just
chill out,
simply
okay? All this
repeating.
kind of stuff. He
No
shows you a video where
original,
he's got
nothing original.
all these desks out there, okay, that we're shining up with mop and glow, this orange shit. He was
Look
shining
at
all this
that.
stuff up. And
And
it
let
looked
me
all nice.
pause.
He shot the same desk up like 20 fucking
When we
times.
could let me pause. When we could no longer find words in our vocabulary, we're gonna resort to the foul language. You see, this is the level. This is now. Why do you guys think I ignore? Why do you guys think I don't engage? You know, cause engaging with a fool like that, I'm coming down to his level.
During the freaking live
You see
stream,
what I
okay?
mean? You see
was
what I
showing the
mean, family?
whiteboard. He
Using
didn't
my
have
video.
He didn't have a table for the desk. I'm sorry, he didn't have a
Using
table
my
for the
video.
teachers. Okay, where is it? He didn't have a desk for the teacher, but he had a desk for all the students. And of course,
Look,
the
something that I
colors
said in the
that
video, he's
school are so
repeating.
fluorescent. Hopefully, every kid in there doesn't have a freaking epileptic episode in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, not saying anything, family. Not saying anything. This is sad. This is sad. If you're gonna be a content creator, be original. Create content for your audience. Don't take people's content. You sit there like an idol. You understand? And then repeat what the content creators information. And then take some pride in your appearance. Wash your face before you get on camera. Don't get on the look at it. He's still licking them lip. You need Vaseline. This man's lip is so dry. It's terrible. It's like peeling off. You need some Vaseline. Okay? Look at that. Look at his lip. Look at his lip. I don't know if you guys have seen those big white thing on his lip. That's the skin,
let's
dead
find
skin.
this smoothie video where Umar Johnson was in there.
And then
flirting with the smoothie.
don't get on camera with the t-shirt that you slept. Don't take the sheet that you slept and put in the background. Nothing going on. Nothing going on over here. Y'all see that? Nothing. Absolutely zilch.
Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, there goes the desk. All right, scroll down
It
here. Okay,
ain't
there
talking
goes the
about nothing.
interviews and blah blah blah.
Going through a
Scroll down
video
some
that I
more.
posted.
See that
Nothing.
mosquito bar? There we go. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's see here.
Look at
Let me take down the fair
listen.
use. No,
I'm not
take down
even trying to
Mary.
be funny. I'm not even
Here we
trying to
go.
be funny. Look
Umar
at this.
Johnson, talk to us about this smoothie.
Look at this
smoothie,
egg and look at this
smoothie.
man's head. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Africanism. This is
I'm
your
not
big
even
brother,
trying to
Dr.
be funny.
Umar Ibn
Egghead.
the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Black
I'm not even
American
trying to be
America's
funny.
number one
You look at him, you're
certified
thinking
food
about
psychologist from
breakfast.
hanging out at the
Look at
Frederick
this
Douglass,
man's head,
Marcus Garvey
like a
Academy,
big brown
which is
egg,
great for the boys,
like
but
an
I wanna
alien.
expose
You know
a
those
new
alien,
black
in
woman-owned
those alien
business.
movie,
She does all
big
my
head and the
smoothies.
little
Y'all see I'm
chin,
drinking a
all
smoothie
little.
right now.
That's it right
Look
there.
at that.
They had to
It's
pick
all
on him when he
natural.
was a
She
kid.
don't
There's
use
no
any
way.
artificial ingredients. When y'all be getting them smoothies from them non-African trucks,
Look, he
they
just
be
sits
putting
there.
artificial
Like,
fillers in those smoothies.
how do you
don't
think
be
you're
getting
doing
all
something?
fruit. Half of that smoothie y'all
How
be
do you
getting on
think
the
you're
street,
doing something?
the artificial
Why don't you make a video off of this
ingredients that
video?
are dangerous
Let's
to
see
your
him make a video off
So,
this video.
I'm going to introduce y'all to the
High blood pressure, cholesterol. We
Look
do
at
have
him,
a
looking like,
fertility
look at him. He
thing
looks
and stuff,
confused,
so you can
family.
reach out to me.
Look
on
at the
my
hatred on his
Instagram,
face. He looks confused.
Okay, so that's
See?
underscore.
This person
blessed beginnings
is not
with a S,
capable
right?
of
Now,
making his own
I don't know
material.
what happened with that, but y'all see, right? That he was in the school promoting smoothies while cleaning up. Meanwhile, we still don't have this occupancy of certificate yet. Let's get back to Mary Ann.
Something I'm talking about
We don't know what
To
the
make
other
a-
classroom look like. And out of the
Something,
three
a point that I already
classrooms,
make, and he repeats it,
25
and he
desks
slapped
in
fair
one
use.
classroom.
Use
Which
my
were
entire
donated to
content.
him.
This
Those
is
were
not how
books
you're
that were
supposed
purchased
to do
with
it on
donors' money.
Facebook.
Those were not desks that
You
were
take
purchased
10%,
with people
you
who
could
had
take
given
5%, and when you
endless
use the person
donations
material,
for the
you're
school.
making a
Those were
legal,
not
you're
that.
making a
You
valid
understand,
point.
Henry?
This
So,
man used my
in that
entire
classroom where
video,
is-
and he
is
frees it, thinking it's fair use, used my entire audio. He used my entire audio without remix, without anything.
And then listen, I don't
Can you
know
believe
some
that?
of you that
Can you
have
believe that?
junior
But I
high
take
or
action,
high
I'm the
school
bad guy.
students.
I'm the
You go
bad
to
guy.
parent-teacher
Look at him, what a
conference,
loser.
You go visit the school. If you go to these junior high, these high
What
schools,
a
the
loser.
format
Look,
has
he's just sitting there.
changed. The
80%
classroom
of the
looking
time, he's
like
just
college
sitting there.
classrooms.
And the 20%
Those
that
desks
he
that he
does
has,
engage with
that's
the
like
audience,
so
he's vomiting
dated.
what is
This
being
when we
said
were
on the
children.
video.
We were going to school.
Now, if I got on here and
All
said
this
it, y'all
money
wouldn't
you
believe
have
me.
collected
I
from,
had to
from
literally,
FDG. You can't give them
his
a
entire life is
modern
on Marianne's
looking
video. His
classroom?
entire life.
Doesn't that blow your mind? Now, all that you were able to pay
I'm
the
showing you,
royalties
is
for
showing
the
you is
donors,
believing.
but
Look
they
at
gave
him.
you
You
free
wonder if
desks.
anything's
You
going on
couldn't. That
upstairs.
classroom that
Cricket,
you
cricket,
did the
cricket.
presentation with those free desks.
Look at
There's
him.
no desk
Look
for the
at him.
teachers.
I want y'all
There's
to
no
look. This is the
literature
face of a
on the wall.
loser. Look at him,
Educational literature.
sniffing.
You mean to tell me out
Look
of all
at him.
that donors' money, you couldn't have
He must be
one
sniffing
classroom
something. What's
apart?
going on
What
here?
he's doing now, he's doing this thing
Look
called
at him.
collection for
Oh, what a miserable looking man.
But I'm telling you right now, from the
Look,
conscious
egg.
community,
Tell me that
and from
you're not thinking of
that
breakfast when
money
you
is
look
not
at this
coming in
man's
like
head.
it
Look
is.
at that.
That money
Egg
is
head.
not coming in like it is. But I can tell you one thing here. I'm
That
telling
that
you
that
one thing
side
right here.
profile, you can still see that
I know
egg
the
shade,
day
but when he looks
that they're
straight
gonna go
forward,
back out
whoa.
to do a
When he give you
rewalk
another
performance,
straight forward, I'm gonna put the egg
Before
up.
we
Y'all
get
think
into
I'm
this whole
lying.
thing, y'all remember the desk? Y'all remember the desk thing, right? These desks right here. Marcus Garvey, Re-Africanization.
Look at that.
I said it 3 times
Look at that.
fast.
Can barely talk.
Marcus Garvey,
No vocabulary.
Africanization Academy. And of course, the P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, as always. And you remember where these desks came from, right? These desks came from the gym. They were already in the school from when the school was the Moyer Academy, right? Remember this? When the school got broken into, you saw all those desks in the background.
So
Remember this?
he's saying that. Let me tell you why he's saying what he's saying right now. The point that I was
Remember
making
all
in
those
my
desks in the
video,
background with his books
the
and all
point
the
that I
stuff,
was
the
making in
CDs
my
and
video,
board games
how
and, you know,
how
his
on
book
earth
collection, which, I mean,
did he
to be
collect
fair,
all
kinda
this
found
money?
broke into
How on earth did he collect all this money and not buy school desks, giving these kids hand-me-down desks? Go to my check out the video and you'll see the full content of what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about.
Like she said,
The sort.
elementary school desks and stuff, which they weren't donated to him. He didn't buy these. They were already in the school.
Hand-me-down
But when
desk.
it was
The
a
point
Moyer
exactly
Academy.
that I'm making, but he wants to distort what I'm saying.
He got a suitcase in there. He got a suitcase in there. He got furniture and shirts and CDs and.
That's a
all
$20
other books
mic.
and
I'm gonna
all
do
the
a
stuff. Yeah,
video
it's his. These-
on that
these
same
boxes
exact
is
mic
his stuff.
and his $10 headphone. And that
So
that
that's
sheet
where
in the
desks
background,
came
that's
from.
the
They were
sheet
all
that man
in the Moyer
slept
Academy.
in.
They weren't
That's
donated.
the
He
sheet
didn't
the
buy
man
them.
slept
They
in.
were
And
already
then
in
that
the school.
Didn't
t-shirt,
I tell you?
look
on
at
that
that, look at the
video
collar of
that I
the
was going to
t-shirt.
FDMG? I told you guys.
all
I'm gonna
worn
make a
out.
shirt
Doesn't
to
even make
FDMG.
effort
You
for
told me,
presentation.
Marianne, please, you're in a good space. We don't want you to go from
Trim
a
that
safe place
beard.
to a dangerous place.
Look
You know,
hideous.
and then
Look
a
at
lot
him.
of you have reached out to me.
What an embarrassment.
We care about you. Don't go up there, try to get yourself
Look at
in
this
any trouble.
unemployed
I'm not
bum.
gonna get
Look at
myself in
this.
any trouble, I promise
Unemployed
you that. But I
bum.
will go up there, I will sit there, I will
And my
videotape.
thing is, why hate
I don't know
another?
if I'm not on this
Why
screen.
hate
When
another?
they go in,
You a
and when
grown
they come
man.
out.
Do
And if
better.
if
You ain't gotta hate
pass
on
it,
me.
I
Do
don't
better.
know how the process, 'cause I
You know,
did
you a
get
man.
at
Get
the
2
test.
jobs.
When
You can do
pass,
better,
or
but you rather
inform
sit in a
me
corner and
immediately,
hate.
or do they
That's
inform me at a
pitiful.
later time?
That's
But I will
pitiful.
Sit there and you know,
Living with a woman.
because I don't
Hmm?
want my
What is
haters
it, a woman
to
you're
be
laying
there
with or your
me. I'm
mama?
gonna bring you
Because we know you don't have your own place. We know you're unemployed.
Did,
Here we go. Here we
did
go.
Marianne Lawrence just say for haters?
Yes. You're a hater.
Wait a minute, y'all. Let me run that back. She talking
You
about
are
her
a
haters.
hater.
Hold up, Marianne. You ain't got no haters, but
Yes, I
let's
do.
that one more
You,
time. Just get a good
you
laugh.
my number one hater. I'm your superstar. Period. Point blank. You check for me. You come on my channel and take my material. You check for me. Listen, I never heard of them. Somebody sent me this video, and then when I checked on this page, Marianne video, Marianne video. You're making money off of me. I'm your superstar. Respect.
I said, what you need to do.
Put some respect on my name. You egghead. Oh my God. Let me put the egg while he's in this position. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? You see this? You see this egghead? I couldn't even make this up. Seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Look at this egghead.
I'm from Ghana, right from underneath.
What a disgrace of a human being. Look at that. He probably didn't bathe. He's itching now.
Let me spill this tea. Listen, y'all know I'm a busybody.
Thank God we don't have any smell scent when it comes to YouTube.
Buddy, let me tell you. So,
Yes. Yes, the other boot is up your buttock. Exactly. I'm surprised he know what buttock is. I didn't think his vocabulary, he understood a word like that.
On the ground, one boot and out.
Look at him.
Let's run that back. That was. She had said she had busy.
He's amused. He's amused.
one boot on the ground, the other boot of my hater's buttock.
Exactly. You're my hater.
One boot on the ground, one boot in a hater's buttock.
Exactly.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Exactly. Exactly. You a hater. You a hater. Now you see, I couldn't make this up. I couldn't make this up. Listen, I couldn't make this up. Why? Why? You a grown man. You a grown man. If you want to do better, get a couple jobs. You are a man. A man is supposed to be a provider. You understand? I don't understand. You're going to sit here and hate on me. Why? For what? And then I don't mind if you use my material to make a point. You're not making a point. You use my entire content. You're being disrespectful, and you don't add any value to the content. Look at that, Marianne Moyen.
Citizenship. I'm from Ghana, right from underneath.
He used my entire video, and he sits there in the corner. My entire video. Seeing is believing.
One boot on the ground, the other boot of my hater's buttock. Let me tell you. So
he's amused by that. You know, there's not much brain power, so yeah, that's going to amuse him.
Has built a beautiful home from the ground up. You understand? Listen, don't let these people fool you, thinking these people over there are running around naked. With
Here we go. Here we go. Look, I speak 4 languages fluently. Look at that. And you know, anyone who understands the complex of language, anyone who is culturally diverse, wouldn't even make fun of people, of someone who speak different language. Look at it. That's all he got. That's all the hater got. That's all he got. That's all he got. Did I hit mute? I apologize. That's all he got.
Look at TV and thinking these people are not educated. These people
S.
don't have a standard of life. He built a beautiful house. So when I reach out,
that's all they got.
So they're telling me, no, we want to know, are you a serious buyer?
Look at that, sitting in the corner.
Serious buyer.
20%. When he get a chance to open his mouth, he's just repeating what I say. And then look, ever since I started this video, what have I been talking to you guys, right? Been engaging with the audience. This man can't do that. He can't give you 20 minutes of what I could give you for an hour or 30 minutes. Look, that's a fact. That's a fact.
When you built over there, you don't pay
Make a video of that.
Like
make a video of you stealing my content. Do that, you bum.
You paid for it, is yours.
You're eating off of Marianne.
When
fact.
I asked him, I said, well, you know.
Fact. Look at him.
Yeah,
what a loser.
Yes.
How does that woman tolerate him kissing on her? He must live with his mama. Ain't no woman. I don't care how low. Ain't no woman.
The model that
look at that. Look at that. You thinking of breakfast when you see this man's head. And then take pride in your appearance before you get on camera. Here we go. Let's see what the clown has to say.
Umar Johnson has had a house that she's contacted some type of
vomiting what I just said
in Ghana, and she's alleging that Umar Johnson has built a house in Ghana.
Just repeating. Look
Yes.
at that.
No, I'm not. But
Ignorant.
she is alleging that Umar Johnson has
Ignorant.
used
But you know
funds
what?
from his
When I
fundraiser
do
at
the
NZ
Ghana
and
video,
has built a house
he is going to be
in
the
Ghana.
first. I
Why would he
guarantee you, family,
Well,
he will
Marianne
be the
confront Umar
first
Johnson in real
to
life.
do a reaction
40%
video
said yes,
on that video.
40% said no,
Guaranteed.
32% said yes to scam together. Please
I
continue to get your voting. By the
guarantee
way, we
you.
got 40
I guarantee you, when I do that Ghana trip to show you Umar's luxury home in Ghana, he will be the first to do a reaction video. Guaranteed.
the channel membership, all right? Join my channel membership.
Join my
on this
channel membership.
E5
I steal
3
people's
times, okay?
content and bring it to you.
Let's continue with Mary Ann Lauren. We're gonna rewind this.
Look at that.
Allegation
Mary
she has
Ann. That's
made
all he
against
got.
Umar
Mary Ann
Johnson
content.
about this house.
Marianne
We'll come that back
content.
down, let you get a little bit of that.
And then
motion.
he slapped fair use on
He
it, thinking
built
he
the
doing
luxury home, built the
something.
luxury
This is the
home here.
face of a
Yes.
loser.
And I said, well, I want the model.
This
that
is
he did.
not
I
what you
want
do
the-
when you
have
become a
pre-existing-
content
I really have a
creator. This is a
pre-existing
prime
model,
example
but he did a lot of
that you don't
upgrades. I
take
said, well,
people's
okay.
stuff
I said,
and
I
then
will
call it
schedule,
content
so they think
and
I'm
you're
a
not
serious
contributing.
buyer. I said, I
No,
will schedule
nothing
a
original.
walkthrough
This man
like the
brought
model you
nothing
have, and for
original
you to
added
point
to
out
this.
all the
He
upgrades
just
that
sat
they
there in
did.
the
Let me
corner.
tell y'all
80% of the
something. Let me tell y'all
time,
something.
he's sitting
His
there
little inner circle,
with cricket in his
little
head.
tight inner
Cricket,
circle,
cricket, cricket.
their
Look at him.
life.
He looks
In this
spaced out.
stage of life, we don't do dramatic things. We don't just get up and
Marianne,
sell the house
unbelievable.
unless you're
He
getting up
used the
there and
entire
you're
stuff.
trying to downsize. People, you don't get up like Sharon.
And then the
you don't
reason
get up and
I
sell the
cover
studio. Like
his
a lot-
entire
his group of
content
movers, they're
to
making
show
big
you
change.
guys.
And it's not
Seeing
one
is
person,
believing.
it's a
Look at him.
collective few in
Look
the
at him.
group
Look at his
that are
face.
making
Look at this.
big
This is the
life
face of a
changes.
loser.
I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys, he's on his last leg.
Look at this. What a clown.
2027,
Look at this.
That school don't open. I don't know what.
Look
he's
at
gonna
him.
open. From the conscious
Look
community,
at him.
I hear it's supposed to be some kind of wellness center.
Big old dummy. Look at
some
him.
buffoonery like that. I believe this man is going to make an
Just
exit.
sit there.
This man has a
Cricket,
plan.
cricket,
He
cricket.
knew
Look at him.
I could only milk this for so long. There will be a time.
How do you do that? Like, this is mind-boggling.
Not that. And his
How do you
mother-
do that?
his
How do you
mother,
take
I
somebody
believe,
complete,
is his tie to the
and then
United
he'll
States.
freeze
I
it.
believe this woman
He freezed it.
helped
He used the
Sudan
entire
get
audio.
herself. I
He
don't
changed
wish
nothing
anything
about the
bad
audio.
for her.
So he'll freeze
Now,
and then he'll
again,
start
other
it up.
people have
And when I'm
said
moving,
that
he put fair
before,
use.
that Umar Johnson could possibly flee to Ghana. All right, KKC said that. Linda Honor said that.
I
and
said
several
that
other
the
people said
minute
he
I
his
got
citizenship
on
as a backup
YouTube
plan
6
should
months ago.
his grift of the
So he's trying to debunk
Pan-African
everything
community in
she
the United
said has
States
already
goes
been
south.
said.
Well, he can flee
But this
to
man can't
Ghana,
even do his own
extradition
research.
laws and other kind of things
Using
like
my
that,
content
because
and
he
then
has
trying to
a
diss.
large
Ain't that something?
following in Ghana like he does in the United States.
Using
of
my
America. So you go
content
there
and trying to diss.
continue on his grift on the African people of Ghana and leave the United States of America if stuff starts hitting the fan. Could he do that? I mean, it's possible. There are criminals do this style stuff all the time, right? I don't know. She's saying that she talked to a developer
Look
in
at that
Ghana and that
egghead.
he has had a house built.
Look,
And she's
repeating
saying
what
that
I
she
said.
got with this developer
Repeating.
to find out if she can get, well, I think I don't know if she said it yet, but she's gonna go into.
Yeah, you know what
and
I
she
said.
asked the developer
You know what I
if she
said.
have a
You know
walkthrough
exactly
of
what
the
I said.
same, floor plan that he has at this house.
He's
he allegedly
repeating
has.
what I just
I don't know if
said.
that's true or not, but that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to expose Umar Johnson bigger than all the other struggle streamers like myself, and expose Umar Johnson, I guess, and at that point that'll put her at the
And then and this he's
No,
talking about put me at the
Umar
top.
Johnson's
This is
attractive.
not a competition. I do the footwork. I do the homework. Do your work. Be your own person. I'm not competing with anyone, sir. Not you or anyone else. You loser.
Once his mother transitioned,
And take
this
some
man's gonna
pride in your
exit out of the
appearance before you
country.
get on this
And I
YouTube.
wouldn't be shocked
Look at
if
that
this
shirt.
exit
Look at that
doesn't
collar.
take in sometime
Look at that shirt
27 to
collar.
28. Okay?
Look
He
at
built
him.
the president
Least-
of who the president of
Put a little
Don
Vaseline on your lip before you
said
get
about
on here.
Umar?
This man's lip
Oh,
is
never
so
mind. You
dry
being
and
trapped.
crusty. It's,
Okay, never mind. Must have been a mistake. Let's continue.
Look at that skin. The skin is
Lovely
coming
home
off.
of donors' money. You don't have a job. He hasn't filled income tax. for
Look
how
at
many
look at
years?
look at the flake
Lovely
flake on his
home.
lip.
And
That
I
is
can't
sad.
wait when I do that.
That is
walkthrough.
sad.
to show you guys
If I
the
zoom
model,
in,
the
it becomes
exact
blurry.
model that he has,
Just so
and
y'all
all
can see
these
this man's
upgrades that he's
crusty
done.
lip.
Can you believe? Can you believe?
Shot Enterprise
But,
Entertainment.
you know, you want to talk about disrespected. You want to say people hate
Crusty
you.
lip.
You-
Look at him.
He blames
Look at him.
everybody. We live, like I told y'all,
Just
we
sits
live in
there.
the
He did
the
an
greatest
entire
nation in the world.
live
You mean
for
to
an
tell me
hour
all these black people
using
in the
my
United States,
material.
Not one black contract. That man told us.
He
all the
used
black contracts
all
is
of my
dirty.
material. And when I'm
The
talking,
only one
he
who
puts
didn't
fair
make money
use,
is white
and
contractors.
then
Okay,
he'll
white
pause it,
contractors,
but he used the
why-
entire
why haven't
audio
you
without
introduced
changing
the
it.
company that's done the work at FDNG?
Look at him.
Why is that a secret?
Look at
huh?
him.
And
I want you to see
Okay,
the
and we
face
know
of a
that,
loser.
you know, this whole thing about the white and black contractors, we understand that's just to shame black people into giving him more of their time, giving him more of their money by saying, well, the black contractors I've dealt with haven't done me right. And that's going to compel or might compel
It's
other black
mind-boggling.
people, other black contractors to help him out.
And then, if you're gonna
bring
repeat something,
our profession or bring
get
their
the
profession back
vocabulary
into
to
business with
repeat
Mark
it.
Johnson. To me, that's just a reverse psychology, if you will. Because he'll then go say, well, I got the white contractors and they did me right. Well, I thought you was, you know, black, all black everything, right? No snow
that's
bunnies.
crazy.
You know,
That
the
is
black
crazy.
meal day, you said you don't
Just
do white
repeat
bread,
it.
you don't do white eggs and white milk and blah, blah, right? But
Look at that, no
you'll mess
vocabulary,
with-
blah, blah,
you'll
blah.
give bench to a white contractor, right? Yeah. Oh, man. We an hour in, the first guy
An
to
hour
show me some love
in,
is
and this man added no.
Entertainment. Thank you, brother.
Look,
Thank you.
he got $2 super chat. A whole hour. This entire live. I'm not even making this up. That's why I'm playing. I'm recording the entire live. This entire live, he got $2 for his entire live. This man was about an hour and 20 minutes. I think that's how long my video is. $2 the entire time. I couldn't even make this up. I couldn't even make this up.
Thank y'all
$2.
for,
You're a
participating,
$2
Paul.
bum, sir.
This is what we're gonna do now.
You're
I
a
got
$2
another poll I wanna
bum.
pull up. So,
Egghead $2
this
bum. Look at that. You think of
Why
breakfast when you see that man's head.
does
Brown egg. $2 bum.
not
He's taking poll. An hour and 20 minutes. Use my entire content and you got $2 and he's happy. Go
Okay.
get you some, well, you know what? I wouldn't even
Wait a
say go
minute,
get
hold
some
up, hold up.
chapstick. You need Vaseline and you need a good 4 to 6 coat because that lip is in bad shape. Bad shape.
Okay.
Let's put that
Now,
little
let's see
egg
here.
up
One
here.
more.
Look at this. Look at this.
I got a new poll.
Look at
coming up
this.
here. I got a new poll I wanna.
You
pull
can't
up
even
in
make
just a
this
second.
up. Look at this.
Let's see here.
Look at this. You can't even make this up.
Wait a
Fit
minute.
perfectly. You can't even make this
Mess
up.
it up. We're doing this live, y'all, right? We're doing this live.
We're doing this live. No
Ah.
vocabulary. $20 mic,
Oh, there we
$10
go.
headphone. I'm gonna do a video
Was talk.
shopping
Hold on,
spree
mess that up.
and then to show you same exact
There you go.
headphone. And I already listen. Y'all know I'm a
Talk.
busybody, right? Bum.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a
Hold up.
$2 bum right here. Expose the bum.
Allergic. All right.
And
Make sure I got that, 'cause
it's
I don't mess
sad.
that up.
It's
Let me go ahead and
really
talk about it.
sad.
There we go.
Like,
Let's start a new poll.
You think by
All right.
tearing someone
New
down
poll.
makes you a better person?
Why?
Like,
Why does Mary not use the letter S?
look at S. That's
How she
what I
was
tell y'all.
taught,
S
she's
and
allergic to it, or
I speak
Umar
4
taught
languages
her English?
fluently.
Y'all let me know. Please vote in that.
I think
poll
this
we
man
got
probably
out
never
there,
got on a
y'all. And
Greyhound
while I'm
bus.
doing that, I need to recognize
Let alone a
Mr.
plane.
Enterprise Entertainment because
I
he is still
guarantee
blessing
you
boy.
guys
Hold on a
that.
second. Let me
Look,
get his
he
channel
said he's
on.
blessed for
Here.
$2.
We here
He's
together.
blessed for
Hold on a second,
$2.
y'all. We coming. So chat.
The entire life he got
Sorry, y'all,
$2. That's all he got.
Company, we kind of slow sometimes, but we gonna get it.
Wow.
Ah, wait a minute. Dadgum.
What a loser.
Hold on, y'all. Don't leave me yet.
Don't leave me yet.
Don't leave me yet. Don't leave yet. Paste it.
Look at
Boom.
that.
All right. Enterprise Entertainment
He's trying to find a
coming
little
through with a
little
$2
clapping.
super
$2.
chat. Where is it?
Donations.
Donations indeed.
Donations. donation.
This is what he was looking for.
He said he does
He's
white
hyped
everything,
for
little Debbie
$2.
Cinnabon, and don't forget about the zebra cakes, my brother. All right, all white everything except the certificate. I'm sorry, the occupancy of certificate.
I can't.
No
Once you tell
vocabulary.
us those companies, we can go and
Marianne
interview
video.
these businesses.
Marianne video.
By the way, y'all, don't let Enterprise Entertainment be the only one here showing love.
Look
y'all,
at
right?
that.
Hit the
He's
Cash App,
begging
hit
for
the
money
Super
now.
Chat, join the channel
The
members
$2
down
bum is
below,
begging for
okay?
money.
Hit that channel membership down below, or hit the
His mama
Cash
probably
App,
don't
hit
give
the
him
Super Chat.
an allowance.
Show me some love if you're enjoying the content.
This man is unemployed and he collects a few coins on YouTube.
So we can interview. Well, how was it like?
I see
for
when
FDNG,
Umar said
like,
struggles. Wait a minute.
you
At
know,
first I
just
didn't
so you
understand.
know
Like,
the
that's
kind
so
of service, was it
disrespectful.
good
Look at
service?
that.
Like,
Them crusty lips.
No, you know why?
Look at that. He just wiped some of that white stuff that was on his lip. Like the skin, dry skin.
Stuff he patched
Oof,
together.
disgusting.
And that's why when these people went out there,
Drink some water.
what you do?
Don't
this
drink water.
inspection, That's why
People
he
don't
got a
drink
violation,
water.
Not one.
Don't drink
but
no
multiple
water.
Violation. That's why they're giving you a chance to fix the problem. Listen.
That's why his
Like
lips
I
so
said,
dry.
What did I tell you
Listen,
guys?
trying
For
to make
me
fun
now,
of me.
I see him as a clown. He
How?
sat down with
On
his
this
attorney
level,
and
you
told
could
the
try to make
39
fun of
donors
somebody.
that I
How?
told- can't
You're an
keep that
unemployed
in
bum,
December. He
$2
told these
bum,
people
you wanna
he
make fun
cannot
of
give them a
somebody.
walkthrough
Look at that,
because,
belching,
the fact that
unhinged.
when they did
Look
a
at that,
walkthrough,
on
he
camera.
was not to a lot of people in that building. And this man had this
Look at it,
woman
unhinged.
promoting her Jew. Was she or was she not in the hallway?
Look at that.
Was
Just
she or
sit
was she
there
not?
the entire
Or was
time.
they somewhere else?
Seeing is
Because
believing.
as long as he's been showing us FDNG
Look at
hallways,
that.
the
Just look at
hallways
that.
were always yellow. I saw a black wall, so I don't know if he did
So
that.
he
as
has
part of
to
the renovation.
repeat
like, why
what
would
he's
you
capable of
in a
comprehending.
school paint the
Like, so
walls
he's
black?
like, well,
That's so
I can't
morbid
say all that.
for
I'm gonna wait till she
children.
get to
Like,
something
why would you
easy,
do
then
that?
I'll
That
talk.
makes
Look at
no
him.
sense.
He's
That
struggling.
makes no
Look at
sense.
that. Them lip,
But
you
know
need
what?
some
I showed
Vaseline.
you guys in the video, I was
He's
going
struggling.
to make a trip to FDNG. And
Because,
when
you know,
I
he
do
can't
make
see me
that
or be
trip,
me, not
I
even
will
on my
sit
level.
there, listen, I don't care if
But
I have
you
a
know.
bucket. To relieve myself, I'm not moving till I see them
Here
go
we
in,
go. This
till I see them
part
go
is
out,
easy
and
for
I'ma
him.
stay
He's
there
gonna
till
vomit
he
this
comes
part.
out. He makes
He understand this part. He understand the bucket
Marianne.
part. Yeah. What I
You
tell
know
y'all.
what? You're gonna sit there until he comes out. You're gonna have a bucket to relieve yourself. Let's rewind that.
Yeah.
ridiculousness
That part
back.
he could repeat back to
Listen, I
you.
don't care if I have a bucket.
Yeah.
No,
You know, he's playing the whole
I
video,
told you
but
guys in the
he got to
video,
take a little
I was
section
going to
what
make a
I can
trip to
break down. Not
FDNG.
everything she's
And
saying
when
I can
do
break
make
down.
that trip,
'Cause you
I
know
will
this man
sit
ain't
there
on my
and
level,
listen. I
right?
don't care if I have a bucket.
Look at that
To
egg shape.
relieve myself.
Look at that
I'm
egg
not
shape.
moving
Look
till
at
I
that.
see them go
I'm
in,
not even trying to
till
be
I see
funny.
them
Look
go
at that.
out, and I'ma stay there
Look
till
at that.
he comes out. He makes a video.
Look
I'ma
at
be
that.
taking
Perfect
videos of
fit.
him making
Yo,
a
look,
video.
stop.
You
Don't play with me,
understand?
fam. Don't
Disrupting
play.
these little videos. Now I ain't gonna get on this problem.
Look at that.
You know, because he
Look
would
at that.
love to have them
You
locked
can't
me
make
up
this
for me
up.
to
Look
catch-
at that. You can't not make
Again,
this up.
do you
Look at
think
that.
Umar is checking
Look
for
at
you,
that.
lady? Do you really think that Umar Johnson is in there checking for you if you're gonna come by, if you're gonna freaking interview him, or you gonna go up there and rah? You think he really cares about you? You're like the least of his worries.
Wow. You know what?
Not
I
gonna
know
do that,
Umar
but
Johnson,
I'ma
but
tell
you're
you,
checking
I'm
for
gonna
me.
document it.
You're on my
I'm gonna
page.
document
You're
it.
taking my
25 days.
content
There's other
in order
classrooms.
to make a cup of
He's
change.
planning to
I'm
open
your
this school
superstar.
2027,
I'm your
and this
superstar.
man
We
only
go to
has
your page.
25
The
days.
video
He
that
doesn't
you're
even
getting
have
hit
desks
or
for the
Marianne's
teacher to
video.
teach the
Point blank
children.
period. The proof is in
I
the
don't know what to
pudding.
tell you. I don't know
You're a
what to tell
$2
you.
bum,
He's trying to
sir.
make collection for decoration.
Look at him.
So
Look at
all
him.
this money that you've taken from the
My
conscious
entire-
community, all this money
An
that
hour
you've taken
and 20
from the
minutes,
African-American
he used my
community, it's
entire
still not enough,
content.
But you got money to pay lawyers. You got money to bail you out
Like,
of
if I would have
everything,
came and told
but
you
don't
guys,
have
y'all
money
would
to
think
buy
I'm
desks. You don't
exaggerating.
have money to
Showing
buy desks
is
for the
believing.
teacher. You don't have money to put
And he just sits
educational
there.
material
How?
on the wall.
I
What
want
is
you
going
guys
on?
to
The
search
question
in
is,
your
what
inner
is
self.
going on? What is
How
that all
is
about?
someone taking
Very
someone's
sad.
material,
The Pan-African
calling this
clown
his
is at it
creativity?
again. Listen.
I think you're insulting your channel
That
member.
African clown.
Here we
You know
go.
what, Mary? You should take that that red nose and that clown wig off of Umar and put it on yourself, because you look just as bad as he does. All right, you look just as
Can you
bad as he
believe?
does.
Can you believe someone on this level,
Official.
this
I'm trying to
unemployed
get
bum,
to
is
the shop at the
criticizing?
top.
Dry,
I'm bringing
crusty
y'all the
lip
mayor.
is
I'm gonna
criticizing.
bring
Look
you
at
the mayor. They have
it. Look at it. Them lips are so
You
dry.
understand?
He
You
keeps
start from the top,
moisturizing
you
it with
trigger
spit.
your
What
lip.
he doesn't
And then what did the
understand, he needs some
inspector, not
petroleum
inspector, I
gel to
apologize.
smooth
What did
out
the
that lip.
deputy chief
Brush your
holding
teeth
you
while
with
you're
that
at
man?
it.
That man told you it is a people-driven process. If you really want to get it.
And then you see what I'm giving you guys? Free flow. I did the homework. I did the research. Free flow.
It's a people-driven process.
I spoke for an hour and 20 minutes. Free flow with organized thought. You think this man can do that? He can't even you can't give you 15 minutes. Look at that.
Why are you not coming?
She's saying too much. I can't comment on all that. Let me wait. Let me wait for something. Look at that. Beating his out. Let me wait.
To get your ask for a walkthrough to get your occupancy.
Look at that. That's all he had. But I speak 4 language fluently. That's all he had.
A lot.
Y'all see the point I'm making? That's all he had. That's all he has. It's very sad. This man probably never left his neighborhood. This man probably never went to a neighboring city. You understand? Here we go.
You were found in violation.
Look at him.
Why are you not communicating?
I told y'all,
with the
he
public?
can't keep up with what I'm saying. He has to wait for a little
this
section. That's what 80% he sits there, and the next 20 he tears down the occupancy certificate. He got S and occupancy certificate. That's all he had. For an hour and 20 minutes, those are the 3 criticisms he could find.
That's how he feels. No, it
Look
doesn't
at
work that way.
Look at that
we
clown.
all have to abide by rules. So
$2 bum.
So what did I tell you guys? Now I look at him as a joke. I see him as a clown on the
Look
stage.
at him, his little egghead. Look at him. That's sad. You know what? I look at him with pity. I look at him with pity. What a sad case.
Gives him a platform to take money from the community that I
Look
got
at him, unhinged. At least take pride in your appearance before you get on camera.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Look at that t-shirt. Y'all see that collar?
By the way,
Here she go.
warning to the chat. This video is going to cut off very abruptly because Marianne is not at all good at editing. So she's going to be talking, and at some point the video is going to completely cut off, and that will be the end of the video here in about 30 seconds.
No, it cut off when I'm done.
Stay tuned.
You understand? It cuts off when I'm done. What, you wanted it to go longer? You wanted to make more than $50?
This city that
You think I'm gonna sit and just make videos for you? No, the videos for my channel member.
They know all about him. They know all about him. But
Seeing is believing. He used my entire video. My entire video. And said nothing. Look at that.
That's the end of the video. She was talking.
And he's disappointed. He's
done.
disappointed.
But y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw it.
He's disappointed.
So
she said that Umar Johnson has a house in Africa.
Look
She
at
said
that.
that she's
Vomiting
still
what
gonna
I
go
said.
to
The
FDD.
part that he
She's
could
gonna sit
remember.
there with a bucket if she has to relieve
That was
herself
easy for him,
to
the bucket
wait
part.
until Umar Johnson comes up so that she can record him outside while he's getting his inspection done.
I spoke for an hour and 20 minutes. That's his summary. This how ignorant this man is.
Well, she's talked to the Jamaican inspector, and she's done interviews on her channel about the processes of this occupancy certificate. All right. And so I assume she's not done with Umar Johnson. Eventually, we will find out more. I'm sorry, she will do more videos about this.
Yeah, he can't wait.
She's
I'm his superstar. He can't wait. You make money when I do a video. Make a video for this. You $2 bum.
Relationship chats. Did y'all see the one relationship chat she said she's gonna do with all animated down stuff?
Look at that.
I mean, she's playing with some
what
things.
value is this man bringing?
Like
Talking
said,
about
listen,
another
let me-
content creator. He
let me go
stays
back
on my
to the
bra
main
strap.
screen, 'cause we are done with this reaction. We are done with this.
At this
reaction.
point, this is what I suggest that
So
he
again,
does.
y'all,
Let me
that's
mute him
it.
because
Y'all
I
saw,
heard enough. At this point, what he needs to do is shave down there, cut off his shaft, and split his ball and put on a dress. Look at this loser. This is the face of a loser. This is a face of a $2 bum. This is a man that either lives with his mother or lives under a woman. This man is unemployed, and this man doesn't even wash his face before coming on board. Look at that headphone. This is a $10 headphone from Walmart, and this is a $20 mic. You understand? And look at the collar of his shirt. He looked like he rolled out of bed and got on camera. Look at the shine on this man's face. And that sheet in the back, that's that sheet he's going to turn around and roll up and go to sleep.
Chat or the super chat.
A perfect example of a lazy content creator. I had to bring it. Seeing is believing. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching this. Please hit the like button, and please, if this is your first time, subscribe, invite a friend, and if you want to get on YouTube, you can get on YouTube, but use your creativity. Be original. Don't take someone's content and then bring as your own. And then if you're gonna use to make a point, use 10, 15, but you can't take somebody's entire content and then you want to tear them down. That's what we call a hater. This is my hater. I'm his superstar.
Reality checks are free. See you next time.
What a bum. Thank you, everybody. Good night.